Всем привет, с вами Леон Геймер, продолжаем играть Hogwarts Legacy.
Everybody grab a broom, and we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome. Hello.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Boo! Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up!
Up!
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up!
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are school property. I want them returned in
I think
one
I'm getting the
piece.
hang of this.
Excellent. Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view! Hello! Nice day for a flight! This is rather fun.
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year. Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
wasn't too bad.
Oh, well done! Have a moment? I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We met in the common room. I'm Everett Clopton. So, care to join me for a bit of high-flying fun?
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back. Looks like she's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here. And where have you two been? Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I am disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom, the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
When someone says something like you, they
Do you ever wish you could ride a hippogriff? I've ridden one, of course. Several. I just wondered if you
There's something in there. I just know it.
She did say that.
I thought she did. I hope you know that it isn't true.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the
Goblins,
uprising.
werewolves!
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor. What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall...
Revelio.
...on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away. Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
Revelio. Revelio.
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where
Lumos.
in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness! My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. Can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Dean.
Revelio. Yes, Professor.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest.
Accio. Accio. Revelio. Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? Revelio. What was that? Was that a golden stitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Accio. 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 Revelio. Lumos. I hope that house elf can find us in here. Revelio. Accio.
Yikes! Careful! Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The room of requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deep-seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed. You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class. can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deek will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room. I've more to teach you about transfiguration, if you have a moment.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson. Do you have the moonstone? You can acquire some by vanishing items here in the room, or you can gather it outside the Hogwarts grounds.
Ну как сам? Привет, Тасян. Нормально. И там решил это Horizon 100 часов намотать. Я, да хер знает. Это какой час игры? 2. Это 6. И она на 20, на 25 часов. Значит, процентов 20 прошло. Хоть мне первая часть показалась не особо-то долго, я ее стримов за 5-8 прошел, играя по 3 часа. Но я, правда, только сюжетку проходил. Никакие побочки я старался не брать, только по сюжетке шел. Вторая часть что, длиннее, что ли? На какую платину ты чё? Я говорю только сюжетку. На компьютер нет платины. Не делай это. А ты что, на платину собрался? А, ясно. Тогда ты там надолго. На 150 часов. Игра хорошая, если бы девка была красивая, толстая и некрасивая. Ну, конечно, на вкус и цвет. У кого-то, наверное, и красивая такая. На мой вкус не особо. И девка толстая, клевая. Как это? Сочная. Сладкая. Как булочка. Булочка с шоколадом. А там до сих пор нельзя ездить, кроме как на козлах, на других динозаврах. На всех динозаврах так кататься не дают. Пофиксили, что убрали щеки размером порося. Тройнее стало. Не 100 килограмм уже. Не в курсе, ешь все. Я помню, у него морда как у колобка была. Элоя. Элоя, да, по-моему, зовут. Первую часть я прошел. Так что там, на всех динозаврах кататься не дают или дают? Или только на козле и конец? А. Ну, в смысле, надо какие-то доп. Задания проходить, чтобы ездить на других динозаврах? А просто так, как в GTA их угонять нельзя, подошел к любому динозавру, нажал кнопочку, он сел и поехал. Я на козле только ездил. Ну, круто. Не, ну, в смысле, как в GTA нельзя ехать. Ну, тогда нет, неинтересно какие-то задания выполнять. Я хочу как GTA угонять динозавров. Я думал, Horizon это как GTA с динозаврами. А значит, этот самый. Не как GTA.
Over here.
Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. You received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
А на Терексе ездить можно?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place. This way. There's a secret passage just here.
Значит, на Терексе нельзя ездить. Не хочу все задания. Мне интересно по сюжету только. Если по сюжету не дают других этих собак управляемых, то мне лень. Доп. Задания проходить. Ведьмаки квесты были интересные. Сюжетные там, истории всякие. А в этих играх собери 10 травы, убей 10 собак. 10 волков. 10 лис.
We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
Так по сюжету же рассказывают весь сюжет. Раз. Но тебя переименоваться. Стас Добис. Добисов. О. Добис Стасов. Круто придумал. Сюжет и так рассказывает историю. Ещё я сейчас сам весь сюжет расскажу. Была война с машинами. Машины победили. Нет, машины... Точнее, этот терминатор, управляющий всеми машинами, искусственный интеллект, он сдох. А машины остались неуправляемые. Люди выжили. Но потеряли свои знания и стали этими, как их зовут? Неандертальцами. Индейцами его. Как? Я же тебе сюжет весь уже рассказал. Была война с искусственным интеллектом, они его убили. Но человечество стало этими, как их звать? Индейцами. Потеряло свои знания. Кого поносить? Да, игра хорошая, я прошел первую часть с удовольствием. Я не люблю все задания проходить. Если только это не Ведьмак. В Ведьмаке задания интересные. В этой твоей Horizon там принеси 10, ну я уже рассказывал, пирожков, убей 10 пауков. И даже по Рера не пройдешь. Что за Рера? Не пройдешь. Кого еще Рера?
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology?
Я
I've
шел,
noticed that he
прохожу, ты
uses
что
his
не
wand
видишь?
to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not
Ну
surprising, I
конечно.
suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His
Тут нет
father's
платины,
family
это
are direct
компьютер.
descendants
Чисто
of
сюжет
Salazar
пройдем.
Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the Blasting Curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
Я построю. Я построю казино с этими девушками легкого поведения и блэкджеком.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like
И проходи
Confringo
на
is only
платину.
truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a
Не
while
хочу
to get the
никакие
feel for it.
платины.
Mimic
Нету
my
на
wand
ком платит.
movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
Игра должна приносить удовольствие. И все. Она для этого создается. Для того, чтобы кайфовать. Если игра кайф не приносит, то
Ready to
значит это не
actually try it
твое.
out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo cast travels a bit farther than that of a spell like Incendio.
Давай, пока. Как мне надо, я так и играю.
Confringo! Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it.
That's it! I think I've got it.
Пока.
Well done. Confringo!
Revelio. Revelio. I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, We singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
The blast does heat things up. I see how you lost your eyebrows.
You'll get used to it. Anne, Ominous, and I used to practice down here for hours. The Undercroft was our retreat. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. I assume it's to do with what you told me. About the Portkey, and Gringotts, and Ranrock.
Nothing gets past you. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help. Sebastian will be earful about this.
Expelliarmus!
What are you trying to do?
Might some kind soul help me?
Hogsmeade, here I come.
5 минут перерыв.
The tales of Beetle the Bard still ring true today. One thing's for certain, I can't blame the students for leaving the castle at every opportunity. That headmaster is a most cantankerous
She did some Mooncaster. Very nice young lady, but could I get her to stop talking about woofers and diricles?
I've the fastest wand this side of Dawn.
Not a fan of the Hogshead in this shady left-handed about most of the time.
Can't imagine how I'd felt as a boy if my headmaster cancelled Quidditch.
You'd make about dependence upon house elves.
I'd rather scrape cauldrons than work with muggles.
One never knows when society will be thrown into the midst of unrest.
My advice when dealing with untoward matters is in for a Canut, in for a galleon.
For all their faults, most muggles I've met seem quite pleasant. Get so tiring, wizard kind, constant battle with other beings.
The Quidditch cancelled the course.
More powerful than the dark arts.
When they're at home, flying about the log, tossing a quaffle back and forth. Suppose I do get to see a bit more of them.
Flipendo might seem like harmless fun, but not when you've just had your hair done by Calliope Snelling.
Barely lifting a finger.
My poor Susan was once the victim of a pimple jinx.
I've dined in your house, and I can say that the experience would have been much more pleasant had you had a house elf in the kitchen.
Don't know when students began arriving by flying carriage to Hogwarts, but after that dragon attack, I'd wager they'll stick to boats and trains.
No need for sleeping. Happiest day of my life was when my wife and I found out my daughter was a witch. Little did we know what we were in for.
If any dark wizards come around Hogsmeade, I'll give them something to sniff at.
Who's keys when you know Alohomora?
Ellie Peck certainly knows her beasts. Stop me from blindly buying measles fur when she knew that what I needed was niffler fur.
Not a day goes by I don't wish I'd paid better attention in defense against the dark arts. The world needs talented aurors now more than ever.
Not enough reflection on the past, in my opinion. The world learns from its mistakes.
What do you suppose muggles would make of our dependence upon house elves?
I do so enjoy the days when the children are back at Hogwarts. Gives the village a joyous burst of energy.
For all we talk about them, I honestly can't remember the last time I spoke to a muggle.
Nothing warms a body like incendio. That's what my mother used to say. Much as they exhaust me, I'm a bit sad my last one's heading to Hogwarts soon.
If I thought I could compete with Sir Owner, I'd open my own pub in Hogsmeade. On second thought, I'd rather be the one drinking the fire whiskey than pouring it.
My two couldn't be more different. If I didn't know better.
If anyone ever knew how to keep muggles out, it was Hengist of Woodcroft.
My eldest son flew on a horse that lives near my sister.
I've been told I haven't
Saying before that I prefer Diagon Alley on account of the wider selection of
and not
merchandise.
his magic.
I've taught my son never to raise his wand in anger, unless, of course, he means to use it.
If anyone ever knew how to keep muggles out, it was Hengist of Woodcroft.
Is the new reversal hex really so sinister? I overheard some students talking about Professor Ronan's teaching games. Sounds very clever. Charming man, Ronan. Wish I'd had him when I was at Hogwarts. When you find a good opportunity, it's wise to seize it with both hands.
Whenever I'm feeling out of sorts, the first person I see is Percival Pippin. What's the point of toiling if it can be done with magic?
Morgan Le Fay got an unearned reputation.
Don't know how that Ollivander fella does it. Always seems to find the perfect one for each customer. Of course, his family has made him once for centuries.
I was taught that if you put in a good effort, you'll reap the rewards.
No need to worry about anyone ever activating the trace at my house. Can't get my children to lift a finger, let alone a wand.
Expelliarmus can disarm a dark wizard, no doubt. But then what? Fleeing? Good thing the ministry
Does my heart good to see young Albie just making a go at his spit, which is very knowledgeable young man, that one.
Hogsmeade's always charming, of course, but at Christmas, well, in my view, there's nowhere more beautiful. Much as they exhaust me, I'm a bit sad my last one's heading to Hogwarts
Did you
soon.
know they call muggles no-magis in America? Just so
Saying it out loud tickles me.
If you work all day with your hands, you're no better the day models know of wizard kind. They'll be asking for favors round the clock.
There's not many
don't clear me defense against dark arts. Why
I
take
think
such
that
an
the Black Family, as in Phineas Knight Jealous Black, decapitates their house elves. What a cruel family.
Relief washes over me the moment I've returned from London. Certainly knows her beast. So many models. Stop me from blindly buying needle fur when she knew that what I needed was niffler fur.
It's terribly upsetting to witness how
Whatever my
elves punish
task,
themselves.
I console myself knowing that some soul out there has a more unfavorable lot in life.
I met a girl once. Looked like an imperious. Pretty though. Didn't eat me.
I can always rely on my Patronus to keep me safe.
I wouldn't feel right asking an elf to pick up after me.
No witch can resist my charms.
I'm a bit worried that my nephew's a squib.
Any family with
More
love
than one house elf
should
why all
share
their
a
children
child.
have to be constantly reminded to put away their wands. Not saying I mind, of course.
Have you seen this season's hats at Gladwell? Still like the
I
colour?
prefer to do
I
my
think I
own
might have to get
housework.
one of each.
I have a wand, for goodness sake.
Is the new reversal hex really so sinister?
I sometimes stop into Madame Snelling's just to see how Calliope has done her hair that day. She's brilliantly creative, although possibly somewhat
You can stop a
impractical.
thief in their tracks with Stupefy. Or just run, of course. My advice when dealing with untoward matters is in for a canut, in for a galleon.
I'm forever at the Three Broomsticks, I am. I enjoy a nice beverage.
I have
Then
a
I find
terrible
myself
curse where I
still
can't
there
lift tools
hours
or do
later
work of any
chatting away
kind.
to Serona. Lovely woman she is.
My children have been getting on my last nerve of late. Conjure this, conjure that. That said, I'd stand before a grapple for them.
If something threatens me, first thing I cast is Protego.
I try not to judge what others do in their own homes. One never knows how slovenly another's family may be.
Timothy T.
There ever been a vampire worth
Well,
knowing?
but I suspect he has some interesting stories about his new... Mine, no.
Very last Monday.
Кристиан, привет. Фокси.
I do wonder that more families don't have
И Фокси, который с Америки?
with work.
Или другой Фокси? Лайк, поставь, пожалуйста, лайк.
I do so enjoy the days when the children are back at Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Beetle the Bard is a bit too
Не с Америки? Ясно. Кристина, блин, я понял. А то ей просто зритель был. Фокси. Фокс. Америки. Я неправильно их врачу. Ну, привет, привет. Как тебе игра? Классная. Ну, такая. 10 из 10. А тебе ты играла? Спасибо за лайк. Просто я читаю Фокс. Фокси в голове это. Он у меня третий, получается, зритель. Третий подписчик. То Фокс. Не играла, думаю, стоит или нет. Стоит или нет, что? Играть, конечно, стоит. Только она жрет много мощности. У меня комп мощный, и она на средних работает. И то ее надо было на скоростную память переносить, потому что на обычной памяти она тупила. Лагала. Развелось Фоксов, ага. Клан Лис прям. В Ютубе. Ютуб захватывает банда Лис. Дайте магазин там.
Wondering when I'd see you again. Let's look at what we have, shall we? A pleasure doing business with you.
У меня средний комп, не судьба мне поиграть. Хочу за DAO. Старенькие игры мне нравятся. Dragon Age Original, что ли? Да на мощном-то еле работала, пока ее на скоростную память не перенес. Да, хорошая игра. Я прошел. Супер. Как-нибудь еще раз пройду там. Ведьма красивая. Ведьма огонь. И сюжет хороший. Жалко, что вторая часть и третья плохие. Насчет третьей не знаю. Я не играл, вторая ужасная. Копипаст какой сплошной. А третья, говорят, тоже не очень. Поэтому я и не играл. Во вторую я попробовал. Минут. Нет, не минут. Несколько дней поиграл, и мне надоело. А третью после второй даже и включать не захотел. Там был какой-то гей, Минотавр, который подкатывал главному герою. И это меня что-то смущает сразу. Мне третья не нравится. Ну, значит, правильно, что я в нее не играл. ЛГБТ туда запихали. Свои повесточки. Там, наверное, есть и лесбиянки, которые тоже нападают из кустов. Если ты главная героиня.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
А чё у тебя за комп-то? Чё за... Какого года?
Revelio.
Какая мощность? У меня средний комп. Средняя. Ну какого? Старенький. Средний просто комп, понятие растяжи, может, у тебя новый средний.
I'd rather go alone.
To a dance? Why not? In fact, I think. Oh.
There are some advantages for not going to a dance on your own. An obvious one would be that you know your I'd rather that than being left about like an abandoned
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Your friend, Mr. Ollivander, sent me an owl asking for help finding an heirloom wand that was stolen from him.
He did he?
And so I went to the owlery like he said, and there were all these statues.
What do you mean, statues? In the owlery?
Yes, which led me to a secret hideout where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Accio.
You haven't got a prayer.
Reducto.
Confringo.
Confringo. Reducto. Confringo.
Incendio.
Confringo. Reducto.
Confringo.
Confringo. Reducto.
Confringo. Incendio.
Confringo.
Confringo.
No.
Revelio.
What's this?
Incendio. Accio. Revelio.
What was that? Haven't a clue why.
Incendio.
I remind you, the wizard's sharpest rules his mind. Perhaps best to shun that which leads it astray. It's been ages since I found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft.
Revelio.
This is utter nonsense. I've never heard such rubbish in all my life. Take him up, Gypsy. I'll stick him like a nogtail.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Selling the poaching errands are except spiders. Not worth the trouble, if you ask me.
Revelio.
No, too hard.
Protego. Accio.
Tricky little.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing.
Revelio. Accio.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Petrificus Totalis.
Well done.
Bring me. There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Petrificus Totalis.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
If only I could get my hands on Fig or that student.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Ranrock's vision of goblins rule.
Petrificus Totalis.
Most goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other.
Petrificus Totalis.
I'm famished. Over here!
Revelio. Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood. You won't stop me. There you are. Let's get this over with. Rather unwise coming back this way.
That was
Incentive.
I shall avenge that.
I won't rest.
Revelio. It's more than mere coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here. Lumos. Revelio. Incendio.
I'd wager this mess is the fault of time, not goblins.
Can't imagine the goblins know about the trials. They know that something is significant about this place, though.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Lumos. I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with many of these titles. Protego! Revelio!
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to Sambakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry. Revelio. Revelio. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio. That must have done something. Best have a look around. More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Revelio. Revelio. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
These look familiar.
Revelio. Accio.
Was it Accio I used before?
Revelio. Accio.
That platform looks like it ought to get me where I need to go. I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
Revelio. Accio.
Accio. What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway. Accio! The room changes when I move in and out of the archway. Accio! Whoa. I can see a way out on one side, but when I pass through the archway, it's blocked by a wall. Revelio. Accio. More statues. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Not making this easy on me. Revelio. seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
Accio! I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. Accio! So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. Accio! So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. Lumos. Revelio.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. Accio. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. Revelio. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. Levioso. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. Accio. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. Accio. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. Accio. I'll never get used to these floors. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Accio. To see what's changed on each side of this archway. Accio. Lumos. Things are definitely different on either side of the archway. But how? Accio!
Вот минута перерыв.
What if I stood on one platform and used Accio on the other? That ought to work. Accio! 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 Revelio! Revelio. Don't like the look of this. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. What a relief. Revelio. Another pensive. Revelio.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystal and stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber. Revelio. Revelio.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir, and this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They, and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of Sanbakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
На сегодня все. Спасибо, что смотрели. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь, пишите комментарии, нажимайте на колокольчик. До новых встреч. Пока-пока.
I should ask Sirona